Welcome to the epic journey through the shadowy, cobweb-covered corners of one of Nintendo's most unique and beloved franchises, Luigi's Mansion. If you've ever wondered what lurks beyond the poltergeist suction or what secrets hide in the flickering candlelight of the haunted halls, you're in the right place. We're going to dive headfirst into the rich, eerie, and downright fascinating lore of the Luigi's Mansion series. Now, let's set the stage. Picture this, the Super Mario universe. A place usually bursting with sunshine, colorful mushrooms, and heroic leaps over bottomless pits. But then, there's this little corner of the franchise that dares to flip the script. Instead of Mario's bright, action-packed adventures, we get Luigi, yes, the green-clad, often overlooked brother, stepping into the spotlight. And trust me, it's not all sunshine and Goombas here. Luigi's Mansion takes us into a world of creaking floorboards, ghostly giggles, and a whole lot of vacuuming action. It's spooky, it's quirky, and it's packed with more story than you might expect from a game about sucking up ghosts. In this deep dive, we're not just skimming the surface. Oh no, we're going all in. We'll explore the haunting backstories of the three main games, Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon on the 3DS, and Luigi's Mansion 3 on the Switch. We'll meet the key players, Luigi of course, but also the eccentric Professor Egad, the mischievous King Boo, and a whole cast of spectral characters with tales to tell. And because this is for you, the hardcore fans and curious newcomers alike, we're digging into the niche details, the wild fan theories, and the connections to the broader Mario universe that makes this series so much more than a ghost-busting romp. So, what's Luigi's Mansion all about? At its core, it's a series of action-adventure games where Luigi trades his jumping skills for a flashlight and a vacuum cleaner called the Poltergeist. Across the three titles, released in 2001, 2013, and 2019, he's tasked with exploring haunted locations, capturing ghosts, and saving his friends from paranormal peril. It's a formula that blends exploration, puzzle solving, and just the right amount of spooky vibes all wrapped up in that classic Nintendo charm. But here's the thing, it's not just about gameplay. The Luigi's Mansion series is dripping with lore, stories of cursed families, mysterious mansions that vanish into thin air, and a ghostly king with a grudge that spans decades. There's tragedy, humor, and a surprising amount of heart packed into these games, and that's what we're here to unpack. Whether you're a longtime fan who's memorized every Boo's hiding spot or someone who's just here for the vibes, this video's got something for you. So grab your headphones, dim the lights, and let's step into the haunted world of Luigi's Mansion. We're starting where it all began, the original game, and trust me, it's gonna be a wild ride. Ready? Let's go. Alright, let's rewind the clock to 2001. The Nintendo GameCube is fresh on the scene, and Nintendo's got a surprise up its sleeve. Instead of the Mario platformer everyone's expecting, they drop Luigi's Mansion, a game that's equal parts spooky, silly, and downright innovative. This isn't just a launch title, it's the beginning of a legacy, and it all starts with a single mysterious letter. Imagine Luigi, our nervous, lanky hero, standing in front of a massive gothic mansion deep in the woods. The letter he's clutching says he's won this place in a contest he doesn't even remember entering. Suspicious? Yeah. But Luigi's not one to back down, especially when his big brother Mario's gotten ahead to check it out and hasn't come back. So, with a gulp and a shaky step, he pushes open the heavy doors, and that's when the adventure begins. The moment Luigi steps inside, you can feel the chill. The air is thick with dust, the chandeliers swaying ever so slightly, and the portraits on the walls seem to watch his every move. It's not long before the first ghost pops up, a glowing, giggling orb of mischief that sends Luigi scrambling. He's terrified, and honestly, who wouldn't be? This isn't a friendly Mushroom Kingdom outing. This is a full-on haunted house, and Luigi's about to learn he's in way over his head. But then, out of the shadows comes a lifeline, Professor Elvin Gad, or EGAD for short. Picture a tiny, wild-haired scientist with goggles perched on his nose, and a grin that says he's seen it all. EGAD's been studying the mansion's ghosts for years, and he's got just the tools Luigi needs to survive. First up is the Poltergeist 3000, a souped-up vacuum cleaner that's basically a ghost hunter's dream. It sucks up spirits, pulls objects around, and even shoots out elemental blasts later on. Then there's the Game Boy Horror, a little handheld device that acts as a map, a communicator, and a ghost detector all in one. With these gadgets in hand, Luigi's got a fighting chance, though he's still shaking in his boots. Now, let's talk about the ghosts. The mansion's crawling with them, but they're not all the same. You've got your basic run-of-the-mill spirits, those glowing orbs that swarm Luigi if he's not quick with the poltergeist. Then there's the Boos, those sneaky little pranksters who hide in the furniture and taunt Luigi with their signature giggle. but the real stars of the show are the portrait ghosts. 23 unique spirits who were once human, each with their own quirks, rooms, and stories to tell. Take Neville for instance. He's the bookish father ghost, haunting the study with a pile of dusty tomes. You've got to knock his books around to get his attention before you can suck him up. Then there's Lydia, the mirror-gazing mother who's so vain she won't budge unless you mess with her reflection in the master bedroom. And don't get me started on Chauncey, the baby ghost in the nursery. He's got this twisted game of catch to take him down. These aren't just random enemies, they're characters, and figuring out how to catch them all is half the fun. But here's where it gets juicy. These portrait ghosts aren't just haunting the mansion for kicks. There's a fan theory, and it's a good one, that says they were once a family, or maybe a few families, who lived here before tragedy struck. Picture this. Mr. Luggs, the glutton in the dining room, eating himself to death in a fit of excess. Sue P., the little girl in the guest room, passing away quietly in her sleep. Lydia, falling from a window while pregnant, leaving Chauncey to be born as a ghost. It's dark stuff, and while the game doesn't spell it out, the clues are there in their behaviors, their rooms, and the eerie vibes of the place. And then there's the villain of the game, King Boo. This guy's not your average ghost. He's the leader of the Boos, a crowned specter with glowing eyes and a grudge that could fill a whole mansion. His plan? Trap Mario in a painting and lure Luigi in to join him. King Boo's got a personal beef with the Mario brothers, maybe from past run-ins in other games, and he's not messing around. He's the puppet master here, and the whole mansion feels like his twisted playground. Speaking of the mansion, let's talk about one of the wildest theories out there. What if it's not even real? Hear me out. At the end of the game, after Luigi beats King Boo and saves Mario, the mansion just disappears. Poof, gone, leaving nothing but an empty field. Depending on how much cash you collected, those coins and bills you vacuum up, you get a new house built on the spot, from a tiny tent to a swanky pad. Some fans say this proves the mansion was an illusion conjured up by King Boo's magic to trap Luigi. After all, King Boo's got illusion powers in spades. Just look at how he messes with reality in later games. It's a mind bender, right? If it's true, it makes you wonder about the portrait ghosts. Are they real souls, or are they just part of the trick? There's dialogue from EGAD about how he's been chasing these ghosts for years. Even King Boo's got a rap sheet, popping up in Mario Kart and Super Mario Galaxy. This isn't some standalone spooky tale, it's woven into the Mario tapestry. As Luigi explores, you can feel the mansion's history dripping from every wall. The boneyard, it's got spooky. This ghostly dog that'll chew you up if you're not careful. And then there's Madame Clairvoyant, the fortune teller ghost who's actually on your side, sort of. She'll give you hints about Mario if you bring her lost items, but her story's got a sad twist. Some say she tried to talk to the dead and got trapped here, maybe even kicking off the curse that doomed the rest of the family. That curse idea ties into another boss, Bogmire. He's this shadowy blob-like ghost who's called a manifestation of the mansion's fear and despair. Fans think he might be the key to the whole haunting. Maybe summoned by Clairvoyant's meddling, maybe the one who cursed the place to begin with. It's all speculation, but it paints a picture of a mansion steeped in sorrow, not just scares. The big showdown comes in a secret chamber under the mansion. King Boo's waiting and he's not holding back. Fireballs, illusions, and the works, but Luigi, with his trusty poltergust and a whole lot of grit, takes him down and frees Mario from that creepy painting. The ghosts get packed into portraits, the mansion fades away, and Luigi's left standing there, probably wondering what just happened. That's the original Luigi's Mansion, a game that took risks and paid off big time. It's short, sure, but it's packed with charm, atmosphere, and a story that leaves you wanting more. Luigi steps up as a hero, the music's got that eerie whistle that sticks with you, and the whole vibe is like a Halloween special you can't stop playing. Let's take a breather from the main story and dig into the juicy stuff. The theories, the hidden details, and the little nuggets that make Luigi's Mansion a lore goldmine. This series isn't just about vacuuming up ghosts. It's a puzzle box of mysteries, and fans have been piecing it together for years. So, grab a snack, settle in, and let's get speculative. The Mansion Illusion Theory. First up, let's revisit that wild idea from the original game. The mansion might not even be real. Picture this. Luigi fights his way through 4 floors of ghostly chaos, beats King Boo, and then the whole place vanishes. No rubble, no ruins, just gone. You get a new house based on your cash haul, sure, but the fact that the mansion disappears is a huge clue. Some fans say King Boo cooked it up with his illusion powers, like a ghostly mirage meant to trap Luigi. Think about it. King Boo's got a knack for bending reality. Just look at the crazy stuff he pulls in Luigi's Mansion 3. In the original, he traps Mario in a painting, so why not whip up a whole fake mansion too? The ending backs this up. Once he's caught, the illusion breaks and poof, no more haunted house. But here's the kicker, if it's all fake, what about the portrait ghosts? Are they real spirits stuck in King Boo's trick or just part of the show? The game doesn't say, and that's what makes it so fun to think about. The Cursed Family Saga. Next, let's talk about those portrait ghosts and the theory that ties them together. Imagine a big, messy family living in that mansion. Happy at first, maybe, but doomed to a grim fate. The idea is that they got cursed, died in awful ways, and now haunt the place as those quirky spirits Luigi has to catch. It's not canon, but the clues are there and they're creepy. Take Mr. Luggs. He's stuffing his face in the dining room, a bloated ghost who might have eaten himself to death. Then there's Soupy napping in the guest room like she slipped away in her sleep. Lydia's the mom who fell from a window while pregnant, and Chauncey's her kid, born as a ghost after the tragedy. And Shivers, the butler, some say he sat on a candle and burned the place down, killing whoever was left. It's dark, sure, but it fits their personalities and the mansion's vibe. The theory gets wilder with Madame Clairvoyant. Fans think she was the family's fortune teller, trying to talk to the dead for answers. Maybe she messed up and summoned Bogmire, that creepy shadow boss who cursed the whole place. Bogmire's bio calls him the mansion's fear and despair, so it tracks that he's tied to something big and bad going down. It's all guesswork, but it turns those goofy ghosts into a tragic cast stuck in a nightmare, and I honestly think it makes the game more interesting. Mario Universe ties. Now, let's zoom out and see how Luigi's Mansion fits into the bigger Mario picture. This isn't some standalone spooky tale. It's got threads running through the whole franchise. Start with Egad. He's not just a ghost nerd, he's a genius inventor who pops up elsewhere. In Super Mario Sunshine, he made Flood and Bowser Jr.'s magic brush, tying him to Mario's island adventure. It's like he's the Mario world's mad scientist, cooking up gadgets that shape the story. King Boo's another big link. He's not just Luigi's problem, he's a recurring villain racing in Mario Kart and floating around in Super Mario Galaxy. His beef with the Mario brothers goes way back, and Luigi's Mansion is where it really heats up. Even the Boos, those giggling troublemakers, are Mario staples, showing up everywhere from castles to ghost houses. It's cool to think Luigi's ghost hunting gig is part of this huge, crazy universe. What happens to the ghosts? This is a question that I've wondered for a long time. What happens to the portrait ghosts after Luigi catches them? Egad turns them into paintings and hangs them in his gallery. But then what? Well, in Dark Moon, he mentions letting some ghosts loose for research, which is kind of sketchy when you think about it. Are they prisoners, test subjects, or is he helping them to move on? It's a gray area, and it makes Egad even more than just a wacky sidekick. He's clearly got some moral baggage. In Luigi's Mansion 3, the portrait ghosts are missing, replaced by new creepy enemies. But Luigi, that slimy Luigi clone, shows Egad still messing with ghost tech. Maybe he used what he learned from the originals to whip up Luigi, another layer to his mad scientist energy. Little details that pop. Let's wrap this up with some fun tidbits. Ever notice the music? That whistly Luigi's Mansion theme sets the mood perfectly, like a haunted lullaby. Or how about Luigi's voice? He's mostly silent, just humming and yelping, which makes him feel so real. Nervous but pushing through. And in the study, there's this secret room with Egad's portrait. Proof he's been tangled up with this place forever. These theories and details are what make the series so rich. It's not just a game, it's a story that keeps you guessing, connecting dots across decades of Mario history. Next up, we're hitting Dark Moon. Alright, let's fast forward to 2013. The Nintendo 3DS is in full swing, and after more than a decade of waiting, we finally get a sequel. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. This isn't just a rehash of the original. It's bigger, bolder, and packed with new twists that take Luigi's ghost hunting to a whole new level. So let's step into Evershade Valley and see what's haunting this place. The story kicks off in Egad's cozy little bunker. He's been chilling here, studying the ghosts of Evershade Valley. Nice, friendly spirits who don't cause much trouble. Why? Because of the Dark Moon, this glowing orb in the sky that keeps them calm. But then, out of nowhere, the Dark Moon shatters into pieces, and all hell breaks loose. The ghosts turn wild. Egad's in a panic, and guess who he calls? Yep, Luigi. With a zap from the pixelator, think sci-fi teleporter, Luigi's whisked away to save the day. This time, it's not just one mansion. Evershade Valley's got 5 of them, each with its own flavor of creepy. Gloomy Manor, your classic haunted house. dusty, dark, and full of secrets. Haunted towers, an overgrown mess of plants and water puzzles, like a jungle gone wrong. Old clockworks, a clock factory where gears grind and time feels stuck. Secret mine, an icy, underground nightmare with snowdrifts and shadows. Treacherous mansion, the big finale, a museum of madness with traps around every corner. Luigi's mission? Find the Dark Moon pieces scattered across these mansions and put them back together to chill the ghosts out. Easy, right? Not with a whole new crew of spirits in his way. Say hello to the new ghosts. Greenies, who grab shields or sunglasses to mess with you. Slammers, big red bruisers who clap shockwaves. Hiders, sneaky little jerks who stash themselves in drawers. And sneakers, who go invisible just to jump you. They're tougher, smarter, and way more varied than the originals, keeping Luigi on his toes. To tackle them, EGAD upgrades the poltergust with the strobe bulb, a flashlight that blasts a big, dazzling flash to stun whole groups of ghosts. Then there's the dark light device, which reveals hidden stuff like doors or treasure. It's like Luigi's got a ghost hunting Swiss Army knife now, and he's gonna need it. As he hops from mansion to mansion, the plot thickens. The Dark Moon didn't just break on its own. King Boo's back, and he's the one who smashed it. His plan's bigger this time. Unleash the ghost, take over the valley, and maybe even the world. He's got a serious problem with Luigi, and you can feel it in every taunt he throws out. Like when he snarls, "You'll be in a painting soon, just like your brother." The mansions are a blast to explore. Gloomy Manor's got spiders and suits of armor that come alive. Haunted Towers has this crazy water system you've got to fix while dodging plant ghost hybrids. Old Clockworks is all ticking gears and sand traps, with a boss who's basically a possessed clock. Secret Mine's got icy slides and a ghost dog that's way too familiar. Hey Spooky, is that you? And Treacherous Mansion? It's a gauntlet, portals, exhibits, and a showdown that'll test everything Luigi's got. The Boos are back too, hiding in each level with goofy names like Boo Boo or Booigi. Catch them all and you get gems. Extra incentive to poke around every corner. It's a nice touch, adding that collectible thrill to the mix. The big finale hits in Treacherous Mansion. King Boo's waiting, and he's not playing nice. He has illusions, minions, the whole deal. But Luigi, with the Dark Moon pieced together, sucks him up and saves the day. The ghosts calm down, the valley's safe, and Luigi's probably ready for a nap. Dark Moon adds so much to the lore. The Dark Moon itself is a game changer, proof there's cosmic stuff messing with ghosts in this world. King Boo's grudge gets personal, and EGAD's research hints at a deeper secret. Like, why is he letting ghosts loose to study them? It's a sequel that builds on the original without losing that spooky charm, and it's the perfect bridge to what's next, Luigi's Mansion 3. Now, let's jump to 2019 and the Nintendo Switch, where Luigi's Mansion 3 takes everything we love about the series and cranks it to 11. This time, Luigi's not just fighting ghosts, he's checking into the creepiest hotel ever, and trust me, the room service is killer. Ready to explore the last resort? Let's go. The setup's simple but brilliant. Luigi, Mario, Peach, and some Toads get an invite to this fancy hotel called the Last Resort. It's all gold trim and plush carpets. Looks like a dream vacation. They roll in, meet the owner, Helen Gravely, and crash for the night. But when Luigi wakes up, it's a nightmare. The hotel is a haunted trap. His friends are stuck in paintings, and King Boo's behind all of it, with Helen as his fangirl sidekick. Luigi bolts, finds EGAD in the basement, and gets the Poltergust G100, latest model, shiny and loaded. The big twist? Gooigi, a slimy Luigi clone EGAD cooked up. Gooigi can slip through grates, dodge spikes, and team up with Luigi for puzzles. He melts in water though, so you've got to be smart about when to use him. It's co-op gold. Hand the second controller to a buddy and you're ghost busting together. The Last Resort's got 17 floors, and each one's a mini world. You've got the garden suites, all vines and flowers gone wild. Castle McFrights with knights and a moat. Paranormal Productions, a movie studio where you fight a dinosaur prop, and the dance hall, where a disco ghost throws down some killer moves. Every floor's got a boss. Think Morty, the chill director ghost, or Captain Fishhook, a shark pirate who's all bite. They're quirky, tough, and so much fun to take down. King Boo's the mastermind, and he's pissed. He's waited years to trap Luigi, and he's not subtle about it. Check out his line, "You'll be my masterpieces." Helen Gravely's his hype woman, obsessed with making him happy. The Poltergust G100's got new tricks too, like the suction shot to yank stuff off walls and the burst to blast ghosts away. Combined with Luigi, it's the slickest ghost hunting yet. The hotel's dripping with detail. Every room's got secrets, from cash-stuffed vases to hidden booze making a comeback. The lore gets a boost here. King Boo's illusions are back in full force. The hotel's too perfect, too weird, to be just a building. It's another trap, collapsing when he's beaten, just like the original mansion. Helen's a new piece too. Her fangirl energy adds a twist to King Boo's crew. The roof's where it all goes down. King Boo's huge, throwing doubles of himself and giant hands at Luigi. But with Luigi's help, Luigi wins, frees everyone, and watches the hotel crumble. King Boo's nabbed in a jar, again, but you know he's not done. Luigi's Mansion 3 is a masterpiece. Gorgeous, fun, and packed with heart. It's a series at its peak, and it leaves you hungry for more. Next, we'll look how it all came together and why it's such a big deal. Let's pull back the curtain and see how Luigi's Mansion went from a quirky idea to a full-blown franchise. Plus, we'll check out why it's such a hit beyond the games. Ready for some behind-the-scenes action? Here we go. The original, a GameCube gamble. Back in 2001, Nintendo's prepping the GameCube, and they need a showstopper. Luigi's Mansion starts as a tech demo. Think, look at what this console can do. It's not even a Mario game at first, but it morphs into this spooky gem with Luigi front and center. They ditch platforming for exploration, slap a vacuum on Luigi, and lean into the creepy vibes. It's a risk, and it paid off. Over 2.5 million copies were sold. Even if some folks griped it was short, it's a cult classic now. All atmosphere and charm. Dark Moon, 3DS evolution. Fast forward to 2009, Next Level Games grabs the reins for Dark Moon, starting before the 3DS is even a thing. They build 5 mansions, tweak the poltergeist, and make it pop in 3D. It's a slow burn, 4 years of work, but it hits big in 2013, selling 6 million and proving Luigi's got staying power. The creepy haunted mansion vibe is back. It's just bigger and crazier. Luigi's Mansion 3, Switch sensation. By 2019, Next Level's back for Luigi's Mansion 3 on the Switch. They go all out, 17 floors, Luigi, jaw-dropping visuals. It's a love letter to the series, polished to a shine and packed with creativity. It's a hit, raking in praise and sales, showing the world Luigi's here to stay. Why it sticks. So why is Luigi's Mansion a thing? It's got that creepy magic. It's scary, but it's safe enough for kids and adults to play. Luigi's the underdog we root for, growing from scaredy cat to hero. The ghosts are a riot, the music's iconic, and it's spawned toys, shirts, even an energy that screams October gaming. It's a Mario spin-off that carved its own lane, and that's pretty cool. Let's zoom out and get deep. What's Luigi's Mansion really about? And what wild ideas tie it all together? Here's the big picture stuff. Luigi's big glow up. Luigi starts as a nervous wreck, but by Luigi's Mansion 3, he's a pro. It's all about facing fears. Ghosts are his demons, and he beats them every time. It's a quiet, heartfelt arc that makes him a hero we love. Illusion everywhere. King Boo's all about tricks, fake mansions, fake hotels. It's a theme that keeps you guessing. What's real? It's Mario magic at its weirdest, and it's awesome. Ghostly redemption. The ghosts aren't just bad guys. Capturing them frees them. Think of the Portrait Ghosts or the Dark Moon crew. It's about second chances, and Luigi's got one too, stepping up when it counts. Fairy time. Maybe it's all in Luigi's head, a metaphor for his struggles. Or King Boo's a sad soul, trapping others to feel less alone. It's a fan fuel that keeps the lore alive. And that's it. The full haunted tour of Luigi's Mansion. From a vanishing mansion to a crumbling hotel, we've covered it all. It's a series that's quirky, deep, and endlessly fun, and there's always more to explore. What's your take? Drop your theories below, hit subscribe, and leave a like.